And as if by magic, I'm safely over here. Hello, I am Bentham and welcome back to Return of the Obra Dinn, which today we are playing on a Zenith ZVM 1240. And yes, I just hopped out of the game, it had auto-saved already, hopped back in, and I was over there at the start of the scene, so we're now safely free of being trapped forever between a barrel and a banister. By this guy. I hope you die of an illness later. Oh wait, you do. Aha! In your face. Awkwardly positioned person carrying barrels. Okay, so, yeah, this is a weird one. This is the body to find, but is he not already dead? Well, I guess no, already dead is right, but did he not, like, die this instant? It kind of looks like he died this instant. Maybe he died and then he fell? We'll find it in a second. I just made sure that I had everything accounted for, so all 12 people that are stated to be alive and present are here amongst the people. No one of interest up here, really. It's all people we already know, or that guy up there is that one guy. This guy, who we still don't know. We know he's somebody, we don't know who exactly. We'll know one day, we'll find out. But yeah, the only people of interest, really, are this guy and this guy. I think this guy's on the ground here somewhere. It's not that... He's over here, isn't he? Yeah, he's here with a box. Don't know what he's doing. Just moving a box. Don't know if that's a clue. It doesn't seem to think it's a clue because he's still blurred. And then there's also this guy here who's still blurred, who is this guy here, I do believe. Who looks like, what's his face? He was in Game of Thrones, Season 4. That guy. You know what I mean? I've forgotten the names. I can't think of names while also making YouTube videos. Oh, and there's the barrel with the smudge. That's weird. That's the wrong place for that. Because the barrel with the smudge ends up over in the... Like, which end of the... I'm getting confused about what way around we are. Yeah, the barrel ends up over there, I thought. It's, yeah, down here is the storage. Maybe there's multiple barrels with smudges. Maybe it's a texture. Wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, it's a texture. There's another barrel with a smudge on in the same place right there. I think it's just a thing. It seems like it might just be a thing. Or maybe that's a clue. That could actually be a clue. That could be a sneaky as hell clue. Let's find out. After we've had a look at this guy. So yeah, Samuel Peters. How do you die? I wonder. Here we are. And off we go. Oh, he's cheating. He can fly through doors. I can't do that. Oh, but then he just goes wandering off over there. And yeah, somewhere around here is the smudged barrel, and I'm kind of curious. It's really going on an adventure here. Come on. Up through... What are you doing? Oh, it's over there, isn't it? I'm getting confused. The death actually... Damn it, it beat me. It won the race. Oh, the music's back again. That was weird. Yep, there we go. So the box came with him. The box also died. Alright, let's find out.
Wait! No!
Okay. Oh, new music. Interesting. I guess it's the first death. It deserves a special musical piece. So it wasn't Lars's fault at all. Someone else ordered lower away, and Lars is like, no wait, there's people there, and then it drops on him. And then Lars gets murdered for that. That's not fair. Come on, Nathan, get the whole story, mate. It was the French guy, who was probably that guy there. Maybe we finally have that resolved. Where is my Frenchman? Maybe that's finally, makes sense now. So yeah, this was like the instant before, and yet we heard completely different sounds, because this was because we heard his perspective down below. The guy in the barrel was up above, so we heard his perspective of the people higher up. That's clever. It's 3 difficulty. No, it isn't, my friend. I know exactly who this is. Wait, no. Does it just... Oh, yeah, it still says 3. I saw it switched to 2 suddenly, and I was confused. But yeah, it's Samuel Peters. It's gotta be. It makes so much sense. He was crushed by cargo. And that's all we have so far. I was waiting for the thing, and I'm like, no, wait, we just had 3 confirmed. It's gonna be a while before we get any more of those. 12 others were present. Same 12 as before. Presumably. Yeah, so... Is it literally the case that the guy in the striped vest is French? Is it that on the nose? Because I wanted to give it the benefit of the doubt. But I've also got to admit that I was thinking it the whole time. Oh. Yep, there's the door. Okay, yeah, so everyone's basically... It's the same moment, essentially. There's, like, a slight difference. Like, has anyone moved? Is there any change? Has he moved, like, an inch? I don't want to dare trying to get past him. Oh, yeah, it doesn't exist up there this time. Last time it seemed to... Oh, no, it did... Yeah, it's the same as before. I'm wondering if maybe I can do it, but it's probably, like, literally the same instant, basically. So he's probably still blocking the way up. Which is a shame, because I want to explore all the decks of the ship when it's in this state, when the floors have been taken out. It's really cool. Yeah, so there's good old Lars. Sorry, mate. You deserve better. You did your duty. Let's have a check at the transcript. Yep, so lower away, said by a distinctively French voice. And so said make way coming through as well. Was that a clue? Because that guy's carrying something, but nobody's there. No one's, like, carrying something and there's someone in their way. So that's probably not a thing. Oh yeah, we can get right in here. Yeah, so let me check the crew list and see who's actually French. Bosun's mate. And literally nobody else. So the French voice is the bosun's mate. Have we identified everyone in this scene but that guy? No, we haven't. There are other people. Let's take a look here. So, not identifiable. Not identifiable. Just making sure. Kind of cheating there, using the book to help me out. In fact, let's make it even easier. Let's actually get this sketch where it only shows the relevant people. And we know the identities of, like, everyone here. Except this guy who we still can't work out, this guy we still can't work out, and oh hey, a guy we can work out. He's literally wearing, like... Was it actually a thing? Did French people actually just always wear striped shirts? That's not a thing! I can't allow that to be a thing. Right, we found the bosun's mate, Charles Minor. There we go. Drowned by a terrible beast. Okay, so he wasn't the gunner's mate. I was actually wrong about that. Maybe I'm getting confused between different clues that people are giving me. I think maybe we're trying to say the guy in the fancy hat is the gunner's mate, but that just doesn't sound right. You would have a fancy hat if you were a mate of the officer. It seems like the officers specifically have the hats, and the mates are just normally dressed but accompany them. So, yeah. Anyway, that is that scene done. So in one of these barrels is poor stowaway, who I guess just doesn't get discovered. I guess he just still is in the barrel. He dies in the fall being loaded on. Nobody notices, and they just load him in, and he's just in that barrel for dead for the rest of the journey. Did nobody notice the smell? Is the barrel that well sealed? Maybe it's that well sealed. There you go, yeah, the 2 deaths of loose cargo. And as far as I'm concerned, that chapter is resolved. We just have to get enough other deaths resolved to have that sorted. There we go. And yet, there was a barrel with a smudge on in here, and I'm like, what's this about? Is there a body here? There's not a body here. Or am I getting confused? No, it's around this side. There's the barrel with the smudge. The watch doesn't appear. Is the smudge just... I feel like everything's a clue in this game, and now there's a barrel with a smudge in it that seems to mean nothing, and I don't know anything anymore. Okay, yeah, so... I still wonder if there's a body hiding around here somewhere, but what we'll do is we'll just investigate the next one over there, and we'll see what happens from there, and if there's something... There's more smudges. Okay, it's just a texture. It's just... he put some smudges on the barrels to make things look more realistic. That's what it was. Now, I'm finding it really cool that the entire decks just disappear. I mean, I guess that makes sense. I guess this is how boats worked. I never knew this. This is amazing. So, oh yeah, of course, it's this thing here. So this giant section comes out. Is it not more than this? It seemed like it was more. Right, let me go down again. I'm just going to be distracted by boat things for a second. It's that's the size of the thing. So above this section, which is still, it's just like, it's hoses apparently. It's like for bilge pumps or something, isn't it? Maybe it's an anchors thing and I'm confused. But yeah, so there's a giant panel here. And then there's a giant panel here. And so when this is open, people have to like sneak around this bit, which is super dangerous. How do people move? Like, there was a guy on this deck, I think, moving things around. How is he going to plan on getting past these walls here? I don't see how that was going to work. Gotta think through your ships. Oh, yeah, and then up one more deck. And, yep, there's the panel there. I just sort of didn't register it. It's just like, oh, it's just some weird thing. Just a thing about ships. But yeah, it's just a big thing that opens up, and then you can load things in. That's really cool. Also, I'm interested. I've forgotten about when I looked through the officers' quarters, and I'm curious if there's anything I missed from that. I feel like I looked through it again recently, but I don't know if I took anything in. So we've got first, second, third, fourth. So we know the first. That's all sorted. Second mate, I want to have a sneaky look in here. What do we have? So a couple of boxes. There's his bed. Nothing out of the ordinary here. He's got a weird barrel with an opening to it. Interesting. Oh, I can just clip through these. I can see inside the barrels. Maybe there's a clue. There's not a clue. Oh, wait, what? My arm appeared. Was it for the door? It was for the door. Okay. And he could see the shells. Perhaps he stared out to them. And I should know the shells. The ship. It's a ship. Ships move. Forgot about that for a second. Yeah, I was wondering if, like, it's him looking upon the shells every day. But no, the shells were down below when he was around. Oh. What's that on his... Is that like a blood smear on his door? What is that about? That's a bit weird. And then, yeah, so this is a third mate. Oh, no, that's just a texture on all doors. Damn it, I keep falling afoul of textures. Okay, here's the third mate's quarters. So, good old Martin. Got anything of interest? I mean, we know him already, so he's identified. Why would there be any clues in here? We know he's Stewart as well. So, oh, is that like a door wedge? What's that about? Is that something clipping through the wall? Might be something clipping through the wall. I'm gonna have a look. Let's see. Yep, it's a cannon clipping through the wall. Oh dear. Well, these are just like stored here. Weird. Because you can't turn them to fire them there. That's it. Yes, this is just storage. I guess maybe you could fire them through the windows. I guess you don't really... If you're being attacked by someone, you're not going to be that worried about breaking your windows to deal with attackers. And then the fourth mate's quarters. I'm curious about this. He's got a chair. Ooh. He's got books. He's got a little, like, weird special wooden hammock thing going on. What are those? God knows. Yeah, nothing of interest. He's got a chest. That's all there is. I was hoping there'd be some awesome clue here as to his identity, but unless I am blind, there does not appear to be one. Except books. Seems to like books. I'm assuming those are books. Right, and off we go. Out of all the bodies. And yeah, nothing of interest there. No clues. Oh well. Right, let's go below decks. That's still closed, but I think it'll be opened in the next scene. So that'll be nice. And we'll go down and have a look at the only remaining body that I'm aware of. 2 chapters left, but they are consecutive. So we might just go through both at the same time, but then why would there be different chapters? Maybe just because of how long each one is. But here we go. All we have is a foot. All that is left. Let's find out.
Keep pressure here.
Hold him down. What madness is this? 20 years my steward had never a doubt on your sanity. Explain yourself.
Those ungodly beasts carry a curse! Throw them back or doom us all!
Tie him up and put him in the lazarette with those things. He may yet find his senses.
Ah.
All's fine, John. Been in worse spots, I think. Where's the rest of his leg?
Okay. Oh. Oh, hello. Oh, this is weird. Huh. I think this is the bwarping that Yahtzee was talking about in his video of this game. Okay, a lot happened here. So this is like the cleanup of whatever happened in this particular scene. Everything's a bit of a mess. Some big fight happened, it seems like. All sorts going on. 20 years my steward, so we're about to identify the captain's steward. Is it this guy? Oh, maybe it is a steward's uniform then. That could be what that is. This guy here. And we heard... oh, we haven't seen him before. We heard an interesting phrase. Wondering what the language is. I guess maybe it's Sierra Leone. Maybe that's the clue, because it was a definite weird one. I don't know. Also, it's happening here. This is going to take a while to get through. And here we are. And this, I believe, is chapter 5? Yep, Unholy Captives. Off the Canary Islands. Part 4 on the cargo deck. 18 others present. Who is this and how did they die? Apparently it's really easy. We'll find it in a minute. Let me take a look at this. Okay, so a lot was said. All's fine, John, been in worse spots, I think. So someone in this scene is called John. John Naples. He's here. Which is an interesting thing, because John Naples is not in his hammock in, what do you call it? The cold, chapter 2. Just something. A bitter cold, there we go. John Naples is not in his hammock in a bitter cold, and everyone else, apart from Samuel Peters, of his rank, is. So why is John not there? But here now, what? Because I thought that John was going to die in Loose Cargo, and then no, a random stowaway did instead. So we'll have to see. One of the people in this scene is John, and it's someone we haven't seen around much, I suppose. In fact, oh, I think we know, right? Because there was only one... Oh, no, but he could be in either sketch. That's the thing. Because he didn't die in the first chapter. So yeah, I think if we go back a scene, we're going to see the captain's steward and definitely confirm that it's the captain's steward doing something. Oh, and then he answers. Yeah, he says those ungodly beasts carry a curse. Oh, but we know the nationality of the captain's steward already. So the accent's not going to clue us in there. It's making sure we know it's the right guy. And yeah, it sounds like after killing the spiders, they put both of the mermen... No! This is before the merman attack. The Unholy Captives are something else. Maybe they're still mermen, though. It could be the case. And they're kept in the lazarette right now. So it seems like this chapter we might get to take a look in there. Okay, so... This could be John. Maybe that's why it's saying it's so easy, but it... But is he talking to the guy that he is dying? Telling him that everything's fine and then asking someone else where's the rest of the leg? Or is he telling... that must be John, right? It seems like it's John. Okay, yeah, so let's have a poke around here. So there's a lot happening. We've got the whole, like, history of this scene here. Oh. And they're carrying that away. Directed by Martin, or... Yeah, oh, they're carrying it back. I knew it. They get them back. The boats come back. Okay. Never cleaned up that blood. They really should have done. I like how we can, I think, theoretically hop back into the scene where the cow dies if we want to. Right now. Which, by the way, I've done. I haven't done that in the game, but I have been doing that outside of the game occasionally when looking through scenes. I just haven't had the need to so far. To have a quick poke around. Anybody skulking in the walks? Always got to check. And yeah, they're carrying a stretcher for someone... Oh. Hello. William Wassim. We haven't seen how he dies yet. We're about to, I suppose. Okay. Who we got here? Oh, and his friend This guy keeps seeing all his friends die. Oh, he's the last of the three Indian topmen or seamen or whatever it was, still standing, and he's watched every single one of his friends die. This guy here that we haven't seen, well, we've seen him around, but we don't know who he is. Oh, and this guy as well. They're carrying the stretcher. Is that a clue? Is this a carpenter's thing? Maybe? Because the doctor's not around. They already died by this point. No, both... Yeah, both doctors are still alive, but they're not the ones actually with the stretcher. Here we've got that guy just doing some busy work. And it's Lars again. We keep seeing... How many scenes has Lars been in now? Only 10? Feels like more. Oh, we got a big old tick. Nice. Who's he? Oh, that's Alexander. Then over here, we got you again. Who are you? What are your secrets? And oh, it's the artist. Seems skulking around from time to time. And the butcher. He's eyeing him up. He's like, oh, that's good meat on those bones. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. How many people? Let's check. 18. That's a lot. Let's do a count here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 8 more to account for. Sounds about right, actually. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. There we go. Everyone's accounted for. Dragging him off to the lazarette. We finally know you now. You're good. And yeah, so it is that guy. Could be the ship's steward then. Oh, the captain's steward even. And then this guy, of course, the captain. Don't see him around very much, really. Dead body in that barrel over there. Then our good friend, the bosun. Back when he was having a better time of it. Oh, and there's the doctor. There we go. So yeah, the Henry Evans is there. Yeah, of course, this is where the surgeons are. The guy that's actually actively just been stabbed. And then you. Which I suppose you must be the ship's steward then. Because we've got the captain's steward now, I believe, in him. He wouldn't be the one helping this guy out if... the captain's shouting at this guy. He's the one who's betrayed his trust. And let me just check this. Definitely, like, my steward. 20 years my steward, and I never doubting your sanity. Yeah. So, if we go to the sketch right now, actually. Yeah, it says identifiable, so that pretty much... that pretty much says it right there. And then, yeah, this guy is... So he must be the ship's steward then, right? How would we have known that before? Is it a uniform thing? Is the captain's steward differently dressed and so we narrowed it down in that way? I don't get it. Because, yeah, he's like... He must be the ship's steward. Here's that guy again. So yeah, this guy must be John. I think like it's narrowed down enough that that's the only guy that can be John. Because yeah, in fact, we know the identities of everyone else nearby. That guy. We're about to know that guy. Everyone here, yeah. So he can't be talking to anyone else. The people up there are separate. This guy must be John. So yeah, he's reassuring him, telling him he's fine when he's definitely not. He even just says out loud, "Where's the rest of his leg?" It's like, yeah, why did you even bother reassuring him? You made it. It was made quite obvious. Wait, crap. There's another John. Hold on, no, but that's the fourth mate. We know him. He's elsewhere. He's doing other things with his life. So that's fine. Yeah, the only other John is John Naples. It's got to be that guy. His fate... I guess technically it's bled out? I don't think that's an option, though. I think we've had that before. We could just wait a minute and see how he's actually... Like, it seems like he was stabbed, Or, well, like his leg was cut off. Yeah, we'll get back to it in a minute. It's fine. We can work that out momentarily. So, yeah, then we'll go over to this guy, and I guess this guy is the Captain Stewart. So, there we go. Let's put it in, because I'm pretty sure, like, the guy's literally shouting at him. And yeah, the accent seems to fit. I think that was Swedish. We don't know how he dies, though, so... Ah. I think we found ourselves another person that meets the same fate as Martin does in the lazarette, then. Interesting. Because we can't, like, this... We know every death past this except in the bargain. Because this is the final death of Chapter 5. We've seen all of the deaths following. So, he dies in the bargain. How many do we have now? Because we got him, we've got Martin. Them I'm sure of. Is there anyone else that we know that also meets that fate? I didn't pay enough attention to be sure. We'll find it in due course. I'm just curious right now, because there's one more person in there at the end. Yep, so that's that established. And then... Do I just do it? Do I just say this is the ship's steward? And whereabouts is he again right now? Did he get killed or something? I'm losing track. Oh no, he's right here. He's comforting him as he dies. Which meant he had an accent. What was his accent? Let me look. I've lost it. India. Was that an Indian? That wasn't... What, I can't remember what voice he was speaking in now. I need to listen to this one again, I think. Like, immediately. I feel like I might have got things mixed up here. Is there anything else to look at? I don't think so. And these two guys here with the stretcher. Why? What role are they? Because I think that they are higher ranking. I think... Oh no, are they the two remaining seamen that we haven't named? Let me check. So that's... Bitter Cold, Part 1. Quickly check. That guy. And this guy. One of them is just a rank and file crew member. Was that like... Oh, no, this is a higher ranking guy, so he's just got this guy helping him out. No, oh, they are higher ranking. That's a different guy. It's the mustache. I got confused. Yeah, these are higher ranking crewmen. Are they the carpenter and carpenter's mate, I wonder? That makes sense to me. Because they would probably have the stretcher. Well, the doctor would have the stretcher, but the doctor's busy, so they'd probably help with that. Or are they getting ready to wrap him up? Is he dead? The guy's dead, isn't he? So they're getting ready to take him away, wrap him in a sail. They're the carpenters. Okay then. And, oh, is that the next body? Oh, of course, yeah, it is the next body, because the other guy, he's just being taken away, he's not dead. This is the body. There we go. Let it go on its journey. Can I go back into the scene while that's happening? No, I'm not allowed to. I'm just going to leave him to do his thing. Where are you off to? Oh, dear. Hey, it happened over here. Oh, but then he went up a deck. Okay. And then you go off over there so I can get ahead of you. Wait, where did it happen? It was over here. Aha! Beat you to it. I win. Oh, off he goes. And here we are. But I'm going to go back to that in a second, because I want to listen back to that and pay more attention to the accents. Wait, why did his leg end up over here? What? Oh! Oh, this is where he was... Where's the rest of his leg? They cleared away the rest of his body. They couldn't find his leg, and that's what's left. That's what that line was about. He gets all the way over there then. He, like, drags himself away or something? Okay, he was guarding the lazarette, perhaps. Right, let's listen.
Keep pressure here.
Hold him down. What madness is this? 20 years my steward had never a doubt on your sanity. Explain yourself.
Those ungodly beasts carry a curse! Throw them back or doom us all!
Tie him up and put him in the lazarette with those things. He may yet find his senses.
Come on.
All's fine, John. Been in worse spots, I think. Where's the rest of his leg?
Right, of course, he's not the one speaking, it's one of these guys speaking. It's probably Henry Evans, actually, saying all's fine, John. Yeah, he's there, he's in the pose of like, everything's fine, you're gonna be okay. He's not gonna be okay, guys. Okay, and I forgot about the thing that said, the thing that, like, let's look at the transcript. Okay, I'm gonna Google this, because this seems like a good time to do that. So, Eradarar. To Google. Translate. Let me see. It's detected Hindi but produced gibberish, so that's not right. Okay, well we have a certain number of things that we can look at. Wait, what is Hindi actually? It's supposed to mean you fools. I can't put the accent on the A. This is the issue. That kind of makes it problematic. Okay, who have we got? Who says you fools then? Because this is the guy that's probably protesting, saying they're cursed and something has to be done. And I think that was a Swedish accent. I guess it was a Swedish accent. As he gets dragged away, that's correct, I think. Let's go to the crew manifest and look at the stewards. So yeah. So the Philip Dahl, Captain Stewart, Sweden. I think that seems correct. And then, who says you fools? The guy that's dying? No, that's John Naples, who's just like English, right? Well, he's Welsh. Is it Welsh? Maybe it's Welsh. Hold on. Well, apparently Eradarar in English, Eradarar said in Welsh means it was a rider in English. Funnily enough. Which is better than the gibberish it was producing before. I don't know. It's one of the guys down there, right? Like, there's not many people down here. I don't think it's John Naples. Maybe because he's Welsh, but... Is it someone up above says it? That doesn't seem right. Who says you fools? Who would say you fools? Unless... Is that Swedish? Is it just Swedish? Is it just him saying it again, but he just switches to his native language? What do they speak in Sweden? Is it called Swedish? It's called Swedish. Google doesn't even translate it. I give up. I give up. I'm just gonna leave it for now. Maybe he just switches to his native language and that's it. Because it thought you needed another clue. I'm just confusing myself at this point. I'm gonna assume it was Swedish. Because that makes things make more sense to me. Okay, let's leave the scene. Where's the door? Probably down here. Nope, not there. Where's the door hiding? How do I get out? I want to get out. Genuinely, I've lost the door. Did I just miss it down here? Oh, it is over. Wait, how do? Oh, I've got to go round this way. Oh, I didn't know I could. there's no clues. I was wondering if there was going to be some sneaky clues around the place. But you can see this is where he crawled along. Bleeding profusely. Well, not bleeding as much as he lost a leg. He only bled that much? Really? With a leg missing? Look at that mess. How? And there's a sword here. Did he get chased by the guy with the sword? Like, I don't know what's happening. Bit of a confusing one, this one. He crawls along this way. Takes quite the circuitous route. Hello. First mate just watching everything. William Hoscott, who causes problems later. Okay, yeah, we can get a look at the guy's face. There we go. Yeah, that's the guy. We can, yeah, I mean, looking at it anyway identifies, but we can actually see his face, which seems more authentic, less cheaty. Okay, let's go. Now let's go take a look at the next death. Oh, and this is open. Why did this get opened? Like, we couldn't see this in that scene, or was it the other scene it got opened in? In Loose Cargo. And still, we can't get in here. Still, it is locked, but it seems the lazarette is an important component of scenes coming up, so maybe we will yet unlock it. Okay, where was this death? Oh, here it is. There we go. Okay. Let's have a look. Okay. Oh. Oh dear. What is this? What are you transporting? Is that a sea creature? Or what? I'm trying to work it out. It's a big thing in a net. So it looks like a giant shrimp. What am I missing? And here, there's the artist again, just poking about. Like he just keeps appearing in scenes, doing nothing. Oh, hello. Hey, it's the purser hanging about. So you just, oh, ouch. And and he's gonna blame himself for it as well, because they slipped, and this guy fell, and oh, it's all gone wrong. Oh dear. They met an unknown fate. We're about to find out what the fate is. Crushed, I guess, by cargo? There we go. I unlocked 2 achievements at once there. Loose Cargo and the Doom. 3 more fates correct. Oh, okay, do this one first then, I guess. Charles Minor, bosun's mate, was drowned by a terrible beast. William Wasim, seaman, was crushed by falling cargo. Samuel Peters, seaman, was crushed by falling cargo. 37, 38, 39, I think. I think that's right. Yeah, that's 39. Alright. We're basically 2/3 of the way there, right? Yep. Almost 40 out of 60, close enough. And there's another body around here somewhere. Is it this? I think it might be this. What is this? Or it's that guy. Is he dead? Oh, hey, I think that's the cook. We never see him around. Maybe we finally will here. Oh, hello. Oh. Oh, hey! Just in case we weren't sure. It's like, hey, they're the carpenters. Have you got that? They're the carpenters. I think I got it. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, we can just have a wander around here if we feel like. So, yep, these 2 are the carpenters. Just we have to work out which one's which. And, yeah, you're here. Oh, there's the butcher. Hanging about. Yeah, so that's the... Who are you again? I've just forgotten. Yes, right, the cook. And then this is John Naples, I guess. Trips and falls and kills that guy. Oh, and that's, Mr. Stewarty guy that's around in a minute. And who's this? Ah, one of the midshipmen. How many people present in this scene? Gotta go find the scene. Gotta flip through a bit. It's chapter 5. Here we are, 10 others present. Did we see everybody? Oh, Nathan Peters is in here somewhere. And yeah, that's everybody. Where's Nathan Peters? Did I... He likes to hide behind this thing, so I'm wondering if he's there again. But no. Is he just watching? Is he on the other side of here? Just want to make sure I see what everyone's doing in case there's important things happening. No, where is he? Am I being a derp? Am I being blind? Where's Nathan Peters? Oh, is he back there? Oh, he's right back there. There we go. Hiding. Okay. Well, yeah, I think we've got everything like done that we can do there. We know that they're carpenters now, but we don't know which one's which, so we can't go much further with that quite yet. All right. Suppose they'd be in the execution watching their handiwork with the wrappings on the guy. So yeah, that's the next body. It's not whatever they... What is this? What are they carrying? I can't work it out. What, like... It looks like it's a vaguely humanoid shape that's been wrapped. So, is it a body? Is it some cargo? Or is it an unholy captive? We're gonna find out, I suppose. But we are out of time for today. I'll let it do its thing. Off it goes. It's right here. It's literally right here. You don't... Okay. Oh, it didn't take that long this time. Fair enough. Yeah, so that's where the cook dies. Wonder what exactly happens there. But we're going to leave that till next time. So, yeah. We're getting very close now. There's only a few scenes left. We've got The Calling, which has... Oh, The Calling's got 6 parts and a conclusion. So there's a little bit of stuff going on there. I think The Calling is when the ships return, maybe? And so in the conclusion, there's some missing people, and that's the people that never return on the ships, but some people do. Maybe one of the ships capsizes, the other one returns, so they just mention that offhand, and that's how we can report a lot of the deaths. Because it's made clear who goes in what boat. Okay, so yeah, we don't know... I guess we marked this down, because I guess we're supposed to know it. So let's just have a quick check. Like, I guess killed with sword. We know the weapon was a sword. I was just wondering if there was another word to use, but there's nothing really. I guess killed with sword by... whereabouts? Sorry, ship steward? No, Captain Stewart, Philip Dahl. There we go. I think that's that resolved. We'll have to see. And then we got 2 more deaths to look at in Unholy Captives. The cook and someone else. Is it just a bunch of people dying by accident as they try and transport stuff right now? Because that's what it seems like. The ship's returned and they're just unloading it, trying to take it back, and they just keep people just keep falling over and breaking their backs and getting hit by bits of wood and dying. It's just a comedy of errors as they try and transport stuff down below decks again. That's my headcanon. That's what I'm imagining it's going to be till we get to next episode. And find out what actually happened. But, there we go. So yeah, we are getting close to the end. We are not that far off, and there's not that many deaths left to do. There's 21, and 3 of them I think we're going to find out, like, when the game's over. So it's actually more like 18. Half of that is just wrapping things up. Like, if I just, like, flip to the end, he's like, that's a lot done. And if we look at, like, the crew manifest... at this point, we've let's see how many people we have nothing written down for. Well, John Davies, but we know who he is. The carpenter and carpenter's mate, but we know who they are. The cook, actually no, we know that too. Gunner's mate, one thing we don't know. We know one of the passengers. We don't know how he dies, but we know, or is that she? No, that's the lady. We know that she's taken away, and we're gonna find out very soon what happens while she's gone. It seems like the 2 other Formosans. Know a little bit about them. No idea. I guess that's the ship's steward. It's got to be the ship's steward that's comforting the John Naples as he dies. That's got to be what that is. And yeah, we know Davy James. We're pretty sure we know about him. Guy that hangs out with the 4th mate, of course. And I forget how, but we know Samuel Galligan too. When does he come up? Oh yeah, he helps the second mate as they escape. Yeah. Thomas like midshipman, knifed. We just need to work out... Is it the gunner's mate? Because I've just realised everyone else is accounted for now. There is only the gunner's mate, Olus waiter from Poland, left. We know the cook, we know the carpenters, we know the fourth mate. We know all the mates. The only officer left is the gunner's mate. That's got to be the guy in the hat. Why does he get a fancy hat? He's a gunner's mate, not the gunner. That's like one of the fanciest hats on the ship. He doesn't deserve a fancy hat like that. And yeah, because then we know all the stewards. That's all. Yeah, we're there. We are basically there. Like, just through process of elimination, we're gonna get some of them finished, I think, before we even see the final scene at this rate. Because what is there gonna be left? All we'll have to do for the final scene is put in the death, because all the identities will already be worked out. We are very, very close. Which is exciting, but also makes me really sad, because I've been having a whale of a time with this series, and I don't want to see it end, but it's gonna end. We're getting to that point. We might not even see this colour of monitor again. We might already be at that stage. Well, on that unfortunate, sad note, we'll finish it for today. So, next episode, we'll look at the rest of Unholy Captives, see exactly who the Unholy Captives are, I think. I think that... My suspicion right now is that one of the boats returns, but the people have changed. That's what it seems like to me. But I'm not really sure. I think we're very soon going to find out the fate of the boat. I mean, we have to. There's not that much time left to do so now. So yeah, we're going to look at the rest of Unholy Captives, and then I guess one way or another we're going to find our way into the Calling, which is chapter 4, right? Yeah, we're going to... At some point we're going to find out how we get to that. I guess we get to it through Unholy Captives. That's the only thing I can think of right now. Or through the lazarette. That's probably the more likely option, to be honest. It's probably the lazarette. But then, is the next scene, or any of the scenes, going to take place down at the lazarette now? This stage? Doesn't seem like it. But who knows what's going to happen. Alright, enough going in circles. I'll let you go, and we'll see the next episode soon enough, and possibly find the final pieces of the mystery, barring the bargain, which I feel like we already have. But with that, I shall say goodbye. Thank you for watching, and I shall see you next time.